Hey, Larken Rose here. This is an annoying little video that I have to make. Short version is, at least two people now on Twitter are pretending to be me who aren't. The Twitter account that's actually me is at Larken_Rose. That one is me. The one that's at Larken Rose with no space or anything in between is not me, even though it looks like me and it uses my name and it uses my symbol and it posts a bunch of my stuff. There's another one which is like at official_Larken that also isn't me. That one just showed up. I don't even know who that is. So the easiest way to demonstrate which one is really me, because people are saying, well, how do we know which one it is? This is kind of hard to fake. It's a lot harder to fake a video of me saying that Larken_Rose is the one that's actually me, as opposed to like putting some images on. It's the one that has my face instead of the iron web symbol. That one's actually me. Now, just to say a little bit more about it, many years ago before I was on Twitter, somebody named Peter Kallman, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Last name is Kallman. Apparently he's sort of somebody in the movement. And he set up a Twitter account under my name, looking like me, and he was posting my stuff. And I knew about it, and I was fine with it. And at some point he conveyed to me, I forget if it was directly or indirectly, that he's just doing that so I have a presence on Twitter when I wasn't there myself. And so he's just posting my stuff and forwarding like my videos and articles and stuff. And that's fine. Like, that's nice of him. I appreciate it. That's cool. And he said at some point along the way, hey, whenever you actually want to have a presence on Twitter, just come along and I'll give you the sign-in stuff and you can take over that account and then have it actually be me. I was like, oh, that's very nice and helpful. And then time went by, and then it came to the point where I said, okay, I think maybe I should start having a presence on Twitter. And then he got sort of weird and weirdly made weird excuses for why he wouldn't give me the sign-in info, and was sort of standoffish, and then it wouldn't respond. And at that point, I don't even remember the details. Even that was a few years ago. At that point, I just sort of let it drop, and I was like, whatever. Well, he's still just posting my stuff. Well, recently I went to check, and he's still mostly posting my stuff, but also posting other stuff, some of which I don't exactly disagree with. It's just sort of incoherent and badly written, and it's links to other things I wouldn't link to. But a few things I've seen that I actually disagree with, and he's pretending to be me. And so I noticed that, and I went to that site from my now real Twitter account, and I said, okay, you're posting things that aren't me while pretending to be me, and he immediately blocked me. And then a bunch of other people, and then I mentioned it, and I mentioned it on Twitter and on Facebook, and a bunch of other people went there and said, you're not really Larken, why are you pretending to be? And he blocked them too. So it's just this weird power trip thing. I don't know what's going on in his brain. He doesn't seem to be entirely there. At some point, secondhand, I heard somebody who sort of knows him say, oh, he says he's not in control of that account anymore, which, yeah, right. And so I said, well, ask him who is. And golly gee, I never heard back. What a shock that was. So until I hear some other explanation, I assume it's still Peter Kallman, or however you say his name, being a weird psycho about pretending to be me and blocking anybody who goes there to point out that he isn't. So by all means, feel free to link this video and go post it in Twitter under at Larken Rose, with no space or anything in between, to prove that, no, that isn't me. That's some psycho pretending to be me, and he still most of the time posts my stuff, and if he just did that, I wouldn't mind. Now, when I complained to Twitter, because I tried to post it there, and he blocked me and a bunch of other people, he blocked them too, and then I went to Twitter and I said, there's somebody pretending to be me. Mostly he was posting my stuff, which I didn't mind, but now he's posting, on occasion, things I actually disagree with. And they said, oh, we'll look into it. And then they sent back a thing that says, we don't really care. Because they just decided, oh, that doesn't count as deceptive. It's like, in what way is it not deceptive to have my name and my iron web symbol and have it obviously trying to pretend it's me and posting things I don't agree with? Like, you could say it isn't deceptive if he was only posting stuff that I actually write, in which case I probably wouldn't care and wouldn't bother with it. But it's just sort of weird and creepy. And enough people have asked me, like, well, how do we know which one's the real one? And I said, well, I'll go make a stupid little YouTube video showing which one is the real one. So that's the reason for this video, is me saying the one with the underscore in between my first and last name and my picture on the account. That's the real me on Twitter. The one with the iron web symbol, that's my symbol. And Larken Rose with nothing in between, that's my name. That is not me, even though he still mostly posts my stuff. And he blocks anyone who points that out, which is just sort of this creepy mental issue. I don't know what the hell's going on with him. But this was the easiest way to tell people, so consider yourself told.